Hello, Brick Tipster here, and welcome into another video. Now, you clicked on this video because your curiosity is piqued. Maybe you've been wondering for a while, should you be insuring your Lego collection? I mean, we insure our cars, we insure our houses, and we insure sometimes ourselves. But the question remains, should you be insuring your Lego collection? Well, it is a Lego collection. You've invested hundreds or thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars into it, and that's something that you want to safeguard. So what I want to provide you is some information on how I went about insuring my Lego collection and really how cheap and easy it is with some tools and the company, of course, that I went with. They are not sponsoring this video, but I just wanted to put this content out for you guys because I've heard of people losing out. Some people just sit there and think everything's just fine. They, like this dog meme. They just sit there drinking their coffee. Everything's fine. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's going to happen. But you know what? Sometimes don't live in fear, but sometimes be prepared for the worst. Water damage to Lego boxes is something horrible. Of course, fire will completely take it out, or even theft, someone's stealing that. You hear all about that with people going into Targets and Walmarts and stealing their Lego sets, and that's why they end up behind glass cabinets. So, back to the question, should you insure it? I think the answer is yes, and I'm going to take you on a journey of how to, of course, do that. Now, before we get to that, I do want to ask you, if you enjoy my content, please give it a like and consider subscribing. It really helps me grow my Lego YouTube channel, and as a special thank you, here is a picture of a fawn. All right, so let's get into the actual content of today. Now, there's a couple of things that you're going to want to do as you prepare to insure your Lego collection. One, things need to get itemized. You actually need to, of course, have written down what you own. Now, a lot of people do use Excel, which is a great source, but I did come across a website that I've been using for about a year and a half now. It's called Brick Economy, and we're going to be diving into, of course, my account in Brick Economy and really how easy it is to add sets in there and how it is easy to export that file of everything that you put into there and send off to the insurance company. So let's go ahead and get into that. All right, guys, welcome into my computer. Now, this is Brick Economy. Now, Brick Economy is going to be showing us really an easy way to itemize our collection. Now, I came across Brick Economy when I was just looking for a way in which to itemize it. I knew people use Excel, but I was wondering if there was an easier way out there that also might actually show you my value of my set, because I was curious. Partly, I didn't know if I should look or if I should not look at how much money I spent on Lego, but I went ahead and went with Brick Economy. Now it says right here, manage your entire Lego collection, see its current value and predicted investment returns. Track, you can track the market values, predict future expected values, returns, and growth. And discover and analyze sets and track growth over time. Predict the best investments. What is the current value? Brick Economy using statistics and machine learning to model current and future sets and minifigure prices over time based off of sale trends from multiple secondary markets. Now, one thing I want to talk about is right here is their multiple secondary markets. Most of the time, that is eBay, Bricklink, and StockX. I'd prefer if StockX was not involved, because what I'm noticing is it creates it to be a little bit conservative. Most of the prices that I see that it's saying that my sets are worth is actually more conservative. It is under what it's actually selling for, because StockX has really cheap, like, quoted prices, but once you kind of go through the purchasing process, you'll notice that it becomes a lot more expensive. So like I said, it kind of downplays really how much your set is worth, but you can just do that little bit of research yourself. So whenever you see a price on Brick Economy, do understand that it's probably a little bit more than that. You can estimate its future growth as well as the best time to buy a certain Lego set as well. They are saying that they have almost all the Lego sets in their database, which is 18,483 sets. Now, up here, it's going to show my collection. It does show that I have 592 sealed sets. That does include minifigure packs, so don't get too crazy, but I do definitely have over 500 sealed sets in my collection. There will be some of this stuff that I, of course, will block out for my privacy, but here is my own sets. They're just going to show right here a variety of the sets. You can sort by themes. Now, the numbers next to the themes shows how many different sets there are. It does not show how many sets total, which I mean is like if you bought 7 of one set, it's not going to show that in these numbers. So for instance, if I click on Star Wars, let me scroll down to the Mandalorian Forge. That's something I recently bought multiple quantity of. This retired December 2022. It was Target exclusive, had 2 exclusive minifigures in it. So I went ahead and bought quite a few of them for Black Friday. I got them for $18.99 a piece. Again, MSRP was $29.99. It's saying that's current value is $64.98. That's actually inaccurate. It's around $70, $80. But even at that, that's, they're still showing, of course, that growth from the MSRP. It jumped up very quickly after one of these characters in here dies, and since it was an exclusive minifigure to this set, which probably gives it away, his value, Paz Vizslas, actually went up to around $45 plus for just that figure. So buying the set at $18.99 and then the figure alone just worth over $45 was amazing. So I have 7 of those. And this just helps me track it. Now, again, this is more conservative, so I actually know that the value of these sets is actually over $500 just for the sets that I own. I mainly sell sets in order to be able to purchase more sets because it is an expensive hobby. And speaking of that, you want to, of course, insure it. So what's really awesome down here is you have the export function. Now, I've already opened up a tab. This is what it's going to export as. There's many different ways to export it, but this is an example of what I sent to the insurance company. It shows the date that it was exported on. And also the current sets and its current how much was paid, the total value of the set, and then it has all the set numbers right here, and then all the notes as well. So I love putting my notes in there as well, just to make sure that I'm realizing how I got it for that price. And of course, I didn't start by actually putting the date. As you see, there's many of these that are missing the date that I picked them up. I am now starting to, of course, get the dates in there, so I know how long I'm holding onto these sets before I am selling them. So you can go ahead and send this off to America's Collectors Insurance, and they'll, of course, take your itemized list and go ahead and give you a policy. I called this number, the 1-800-888-451-0757, and actually I got a wonderful representative named Ryan, and he actually is a Lego collector as well. So it was super cool to be able to talk to him because, of course, you see like cars, a lot of cars on here. So you're like, okay, do they do anything other than cars? And yes, they do. You just click the collectibles insurance plans. And for it is extremely cheap. If you're in the a couple of thousand, you're probably going to be paying like less than $100 a year to insure it. If you're in the tens of thousands, then you're going to be doing like under $200 for a year. So it is really, really cheap. And especially if you have this itemized list that you just send off to them, they do all the work of getting in there. And then if you're adding to your collection or subtraction from your collection every year, you'll just resubmit something like this. And you can of course, in that resubmission, there will be things that are subtracted from your collection or things that are added to your collection to increase your the value of the collection. I did shoot a little bit higher than what my collection is worth based off of what Brick Economy was saying because, like I said, it is conservative. Now I have more of that peace of mind for making sure that my stuff is insured. So if you have any questions, I just want to encourage you guys to ask them below. Use the comment section, guys, down below. I will answer your questions that you have there. I want to help you guys. I heard this other YouTuber, I was watching his video, and he had said that one of his subscribers, messaged him and said that he lost all of his Lego collection to a fire, and that he wanted to do a GoFundMe, which I don't know if that's really the purpose of a GoFundMe, but you wouldn't need to do a GoFundMe or fret about the loss of that and trying to get money to replace it if he actually had it insured. Again, don't live in fear, but also protect those things that are around you that are worth protecting. So I just wanted to put this out here. Hopefully it was helpful to you. Again, if you liked this content, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. It really does help out. And if you have, of course, any questions, please ask them below, and I'll get right on answering those questions for you, or even walking you through the process even more so. And I can put out more videos if this is something that really interests people. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you again so much for watching. Bye-bye.